Hello again. Welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. Alongside Coach Bill Gibbons, my name is Mike Marcy. Coach, welcome back for another show.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for filling in out of the bullpen for Kevin and Andy, and good to have you with us here.
Well, thank you. As truth be told, I lost a game of horse, so I lost to Kevin. I lost to you. I lost to Andy Lacombe and also Brennan Wilson, so I'm off the bench, and here we are.
Here we are, another show.
Yes. So 2-2 action over the past couple of games, including winning the Turnpike Trophy at BU.
Right. That was a big one on the road, coming off a tough loss here to Navy, where we didn't play a great game, and Navy played really well, Mike. And we only had one day to prepare. It was a Thursday, Saturday, which doesn't happen much in the Patriot League. And to go down there and gut out a Turnpike Trophy win was a big win for us. Megan Swords was huge defensively against their 6'5" kid. We'll meet her later in the show. And just a big win for us to get. And we followed that up with a good road win overtime at Army, a place that we hadn't won in 4 years, and a team we hadn't beaten in a while, I think 6 or 7 straight. So that was a huge win. And then had a tough one against Bucknell on Saturday, where they were coming off a loss. It was the perfect storm of athletics. They're coming off a loss to Loyola at Bucknell, kind of ticked off and hungry, and we were coming off 2 emotional wins. And as much as we respect Bucknell and knew they were going to do it, it just subconsciously, they took it right to us, and again, that perfect storm. So I think the girls learned a lesson, and now we got to try to bounce back Wednesday. Every game is big in the Patriot League, but 2-2, we're kind of trying to find our identity and fighting in the middle of the pack. We got to try to get on a roll here.
Had to be a fun bus ride back from West Point, though.
Oh, no question, especially a place that we hadn't won, and a tough place to play, and it was a fun bus ride. Steve, our bus driver, was greeting all the girls after a great win, and it just makes those rides home are so much shorter and so much better after wins. But that's Patriot League basketball. It was a real feather in our cap.
So campus activities resume after being a school break.
Right.
How does that impact you?
We were just talking about that as a staff, Mike. It's, you say, oh, it's great. Well, it was 5 weeks of them doing nothing, but kind of hanging around and having practice. They didn't have a routine. I think this routine will help us get back. Obviously, we'll get more students. We'll have our band back, which I love. The bandos will be back for our games. But just for the girls to get in that routine of going to class and then not being together all the time, I think, and we talk about being sisters, but even sisters can get on each other a little bit when you're, my wife Lisa and Andrea, or my 6 sisters might say that sisters is a special bond, but if you're around too much, it can become a little overdone. So I think, to answer your question, I think this is just what the doctor ordered now. Let's get back in a routine, and this last 5 weeks of the regular season, let's get refreshed and push the restart button to play some good basketball.
So as you mentioned, Coach, later on in the program we're going to meet Megan Swords, but she had a bang-up game down at Army. 10 boards.
She did 10 boards, 10 defensive boards, and played great defense, had a couple buckets. We were down 8 in a 40-point game, Mike, so it was like being down 15 in a normal game. We were down 40-32, and Meg had a couple hoops, and then we got some big stops. So her confidence, she's almost like a freshman now, because she got hurt halfway through her freshman year when she was just starting to get it, and she's just getting better and better. She could be an X factor for us down the stretch here in the Patriot League.
So not impacting any problems with the ACL?
No, knock on wood. She's been Alicia Caswell just done a terrific job with all our injured players, but especially in Megan, in getting her back, that she's stronger and better than ever.
Let's talk a little bit more after the break about the upcoming schedule as we gravitate towards the Patriot League games. More of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show right after this.
Bay State Savings Bank brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's a catchy word for earning cash that just might make you want to dance. Get paid for doing simple things you do anyway. That's free Kasasa checking.
Ask for Kasasa by name at Bay State Savings Bank, proud sponsor of the Friday Night Football Frenzy. Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12 West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester. Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show with Coach Bill Gibbons. Coach, let's talk about that Turnpike Trophy you brought back from the Mass Pike when playing BU.
Yeah, it was a big one, Mike. So we're coming off a loss. They were coming off a big win at Colgate, tied in the standings, and to go down there and just fight. And the only way I can describe it is we scratched, we clawed, we dug, we found a way to win. Made plays down the stretch. Pedi Smith drove and threw a great pass to Infinity, who made a great catch and finished with her left hand to put us up 2. We got to stop. Trisha Byrne made 1 foul shot to put us up 3. Then they cut it to 1 again, and Infinity made 2 to get it to 3, and we stopped them. It was a great win. But I had probably about 10 or 12 alums there from the Boston area. Megan, who we'll meet, had her uncle and cousins there. KP had her brother there. There's a lot of Boston connections. And the great thing was we had the day off Sunday, so it was kind of an empty bus coming home because they all went out with their parents after the game in Boston and had a nice day. Bree Malone, one of our alums, said, "Coach, I always loved Saturday wins when we had Sunday off because Sundays were so much more fun, and even Monday's practices were so much more fun after a Saturday win." And that typified the BU game.
So you had Big Mo on your side, then you traveled down to Army, where you haven't had success over the past couple of years. How do you get everybody prepared for that ride down to Army, playing in a hostile gymnasium?
Yeah, well, certainly it was a little more upbeat. We watched a couple movies coming off the win, and we got down there, and we didn't have class, so we got some shots up, Mike, the night before. We had already practiced, and we just shot for 30 minutes, which I think psychologically was good. Then we had a shoot around. The tough thing about Wednesday games on the road, the day lasts forever, and especially at West Point, where I remember going to a hotel fair with my uncle Bill Kevill, God rest his soul, and my cousin Billy Kevill, who was looking at Army, and just the whole mystique of the Thayer Hotel. But it can be a long day when you're waiting in the Thayer. So we went for a shoot around, and then we had film, and we had them walk around a little bit, and the Hudson River's right there. It's a beautiful setting. We had a good team meal, and then we got up there, and I told them that we hadn't beaten them there. The seniors had never beaten Army, and I said this game is going to be toughness and perseverance. I used the George Washington quote that perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. And I used that at BU, and I used it again at Army, that we had to keep persevering, and that's what we did. And we came out of there with an overtime win, and it was a happy bus ride home, as you said, and really, I think, something that gave us a little bit of momentum and a little bit of psyche. But then we run into Bucknell, who was coming off the loss, and as I mentioned, just the perfect storm of athletic psychology 101. that for some reason they came out with more energy than we had. They played better than we did, and they beat us. I mean, sometimes it's just they made more shots. I think the one thing we learned from that game, we were trying to switch everything, Mike, and they run a motion offense, and I think we found out as coaches from watching the film that we have to kind of stay more, because I think sometimes when you're switching and you get a little lazy, you're expecting your teammate to be there. So we got to fight through screens a little more, play better man-to-man defense, and we got to execute better on offense like we did at Army and BU, and be a little more disciplined. Getting the ball from one sideline to another gets you more quality shots, and I think that's something. So we learned from that Bucknell game, and we got to bounce back in future games and play the way that we know we did on the road.
So you come off an emotional high down at West Point, come back home to your home court here, tough loss against Bucknell. What do you tell the ladies in the locker room after the game?
Well, it was, to be honest with you, it was a locker room where we kind of got after them, and we had them think about some things, and then we had a team meeting. I'm not a big team meeting guy. I think team meetings are for losers, but sometimes you need a team meeting, and I talked to my staff. I'm a spiritual guy, and something that Father Andy said at Mass after the game kind of hit me, and without pushing it on them, everyone's got their own spirituality. I talked about that in the locker room, and I talked about what we needed to do, and I opened it up, and we had a real good conversation. Most of our 2-hour practice, an hour and a half, was talking in the locker room, half hour out here. And sometimes that's better, Mike, for a team. So again, I'm not a big team meeting guy, but what we talked about was what we need to do so that doesn't happen again. So Bucknell doesn't come and punch us in the mouth and we not respond. So, but I thought all the girls spoke, all the girls talked about it, and a lot more to coaching, I guess, than X's and O's. It's the psychology, the counseling or whatever, and I think it was a productive session, Mike, and I hope it's going to pay dividends on the hardwood.
Excellent. More to come, Coach, with the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show right after this.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
The Fix Burger Bar. Handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you. Chick-fil-A in Worcester proudly supports the Holy Cross women's basketball team. Come on down to our brand new location at 80 Gold Star Boulevard in Worcester. Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
Bay State Savings Bank brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's a catchy word for earning cash that just might make you want to dance. Get paid for doing simple things you do anyway. That's free Kasasa checking.
Ask for Kasasa by name at Bay State Savings Bank, proud sponsor of the Friday Night Football Frenzy.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
With the tremendous growth of life sciences both globally and locally, we've dedicated our resources to build a strong, knowledgeable, and responsive team to meet the insurance and risk management needs of this dynamic industry.
Our personal lines team will make sure your home, your car, your personal belongings, and most importantly, your family are protected.
The Sullivan Group has the resources, the carriers, and the coverage to protect you and your business.
Welcome to my favorite places on campus. Today we look at the President's Balcony overlooking the Kimball Quad. I like to take recruits there to get a beautiful view, whether it be winter, spring, summer, or fall, of the beautiful Kimball Quad. But President's Balcony 1843, right outside our O'Kane building, which was the first and only building of Holy Cross when it was founded in 1843. But a great view, and again, one of my favorite places on campus, the President's Balcony.
Joined by Center for Holy Cross, Megan Swords. Welcome, Megan.
Thanks.
So you had a big game against Army. Talk about what that was like.
For that game in particular, I tried to psych myself mentally because I felt like in the first half I wasn't quite there, and then second half I had to just like psych myself into it, and so I tried to just like play harder and like go after it more, I guess.
That was an away game down in Army.
Yeah.
Tough place to play, tough gym.
Yeah, no, it was really exciting to win that game. I was really happy because I just know from the past, we went in the locker room and they said we had lost that game quite like a couple times in a row, and it was like they were expecting to win, so it was really nice to just take it away.
And you had a key contribution, 10 boards, I believe.
Oh yeah, no, I was just focused on trying to out hustle and trying to get like out hustle and outwork the other team. It wasn't like, oh, I wanted to get like this and that. It was just like, oh, let me just try to like open things up and try to help in some way. So I'm just happy like I was able to help out and get like contribute that way.
So you're coming off a tough injury, an ACL.
Yeah.
How's that coming along?
It's fine. My knee feels just like it was before. It's not really like a big difference. I mean, like here and there, like it'll get sore and stuff like that, but it's not like as like weird as I thought it was gonna be. It was a big like adjustment kind of in the beginning because I wasn't like used to like my body in space, because like for a lot of times I was like fouling all the time and I couldn't get myself together, but now it's like a lot easier and like still fouling but not as much. So
Megan, you're from Ridgefield, New Jersey. How did you pick Holy Cross?
My family is from Holy Cross. A lot of people in my family have come here, and so I always kind of knew about it, but it wasn't like a big thing for me until like I kind of came with the basketball program, because I was more in a sense trying to find my own way, and I wanted to kind of write my own story because I felt like I had a lot of family who was here, and so like I wasn't really open to it at first. But then I really got to know the team and I got to know coaches, and I really liked the family atmosphere. And so like I knew I was going to be away from home and I was going to be really homesick. So it was a really like welcoming aspect that I really liked. So.
Yeah, your dad has quite a background in sports too, I believe.
Yeah, he played rugby here, and then he played rugby afterwards. So he really liked it here, and I know like he thought this would probably be the best fit for me just because with my personality and everything. And so he really like helped me to make this decision to come here.
So on campus, what's your major look like, and how's studies going?
Studies are good. I had a tough first semester here, like freshman year, but it's gotten so much better, and like I'm so happy I've like just stuck with it, because it was very tough like coming in like and adjusting to like the college campus and college life and like just like academics in general. Like it's a lot harder getting like pushing yourself like in college than like I expected. Like I didn't realize like it just didn't dawn on me like how much like I would like it was gonna change. So it was like a big adjustment, but like now that like I'm like adjusted, it's so much better. And like it's really tough here. Like the academics are really challenging, but it's really worthwhile.
So Megan Swords, thanks for joining me on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
More right after this.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values are family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions.
Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community.
We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Bay State Savings Bank brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's a catchy word for earning cash that just might make you want to dance. get paid for doing simple things you do anyway. That's free Kasasa checking.
Ask for Kasasa by name at Bay State Savings Bank, proud sponsor of the Friday Night Football Frenzy.
Before or after the Crusaders hit the court, come on down to Bentley Pub in Auburn, Route 12 near the junction of the Mass Pike. Visit us online at bentleypub.com.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Pucci's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross women's basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn.
Hi, I'm Rocco DeVerti, owner of Enchanted Fireside, Worcester, Massachusetts. Enchanted Fireside is a hearth product store. We sell gas burning, wood burning, and pellet burning stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. We help you with designs, we do the full installations, and we do service should you need it down the road. Our management, sales, and service staff are certified by the National Fireplace Institute in wood burning products, gas, and pellet burning products. Come and visit us at Enchanted Fireside, 728 West Boylston Street in Worcester.
Cowbella Restaurant, Pizza and Catering Service, located at 402 Grove Street in Worcester. The best caterer for 4 years running.
Welcome back, joined now by Kathryn Pedi. Kathryn, welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show.
Thank you. Thanks.
So talk to me about your experience here at Holy Cross. How did you pick Holy Cross?
So I assume you probably already know that I came on as a walk-on to the team as a freshman. But I visited here when I was a junior in high school, so I obviously knew all the coaches and had a relationship with them. So when I committed here to walk on, they're also welcoming. And then, I don't know, just worked really hard all last year, and then was able to actually earn a scholarship for my junior and senior year here, which was very exciting, and the team was also happy. They had a little celebration this year, so it was awesome. So far so good.
So what is your major?
My major is econ. Yeah, declared it about like 2 months ago. So as of right now, still econ.
How did you choose that?
To make some money, honestly.
Good answer.
That's what my dad's like, why do you want to be one? I was like, to make money, so that's the goal.
So as I kind of talked to Coach Gibbons about you, he compared you as the best walk-on since Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, I actually just, yeah, he said that last year and I had to think about it. I was like.
Who's Neil Armstrong?
I was like, but I think that's a great compliment. So.
Definitely is, definitely is. So talk to me about the season so far, the Holy Cross women's basketball season for this year. How are things going?
I think it's been going a lot better than last year. The chemistry is a lot better, and also just being a sophomore, and our class is very large. You know, as freshmen, we were all kind of tentative, but now being sophomores, we kind of know more what's going on. We know the offense more. We know the defense more. We know what to expect. So it's only getting better. So we're definitely meshing better together.
So Coach has done some off-campus retreats to try and build some team camaraderie. How do those go?
They've been good. We had a retreat in October that we spent the night and everything. And I think it let us open up, and the coaches definitely learned more about our personal lives outside of basketball, which only made us closer.
Good. So what can we expect for the balance of the season, Kathryn?
For the rest of the season?
Yes.
I would say, obviously think about being American, but I really think this team can go all the way, win that PLC. So I think.
Nice. Great goals to have. Yeah. Kathryn Pedi, thanks for joining me on the
Thank you.
Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. More right after this.
Hi, I'm Rocco DeVerti, owner of Enchanted Fireside, Worcester, Massachusetts. Enchanted Fireside is a hearth product store. We sell gas burning, wood burning, and pellet burning stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. We help you with designs, we do the full installations, and we do service should you need it down the road. Our management, sales, and service staff are certified by the National Fireplace Institute in wood burning products, gas, and pellet burning products. Come and visit us at Enchanted Fireside, 728 West Boylston Street in Worcester.
Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by the Texas Roadhouse, Lincoln Plaza in Worcester.
Wings Over Worcester, right in the heart of Worcester at 1 Kelly Square. Order online at wingsover.com. The Hilton Garden Inn in Worcester is a proud sponsor of Holy Cross Women's Basketball, conveniently located on Major Taylor Boulevard in Worcester. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Tavern in the Square, now open in Lakeway Commons on Route 9 in Shrewsbury.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Girton Graphics, Southbridge Street in downtown Worcester.
Quinn's Irish Pub on West Boylston Street in Worcester. From appetizers, lunch, dinner, or our weekly specials, our pub selections are a must on your night out.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Qdoba Mexican Eats, Lakeway Commons in Shrewsbury.
Coach, starting off with a potential negative, 26-year streak is intact. You're on the downside playing against the Mercy Center. How does that go?
Yeah, they've beaten us 26 years in a row, and they remind me every time I go over there. As much as I tell them they're going in the sink this year, they seem to pull it out. And they beat us 24-19, but it's a highlight of our January. We've been doing 26 years. I think I've been going there about 30. My Uncle Tom Fitzgerald was one of God's special children. My Aunt Anne Marie Daly helped start the Mercy Center School way back with Monsignor Sullivan, God rest both their souls, but it's near and dear to my heart. These are God's special children, and I gave them some tickets to the game, and they'll come to some games. But it always puts things in perspective for the girls. Now, hopefully a little cattiness between teammates or a fight with your significant other or whatever it is, your roommate is minuscule compared to. But those kids give us so much. You know, we say, the people over there say, you give them joy, Coach, but the joy we take is a lot more than the joy that we try to give them. But it's awesome. But hopefully the streak ends at 26 and we can beat them next year. But it's always a fun day and always a day that's very near and dear to my heart, Mike.
So looking ahead at the balance of the schedule, Coach, we have some Patriot League games. We also have a pink game coming up.
Yeah, we'll be the second time around after we play American here. We go at Lafayette, a team that's playing really well, the most improved team in the league, a team that beat us by 2 or 3 here, down at Easton, Pennsylvania, to start the second round next Saturday. And then we have a week off. It's a bye week, which I think is good. We'll not only give them Sunday off, we'll give them Monday, and probably, depending on recruiting, give them one more day off during that week. Then we go right into our pink game against Loyola, a team that beat us on the road. Here in the Hart Center, February 3rd, always a highlight. The McInerney Irish step dances, Sophie, Lucy, and Mary, my 3 nieces, will be here performing at halftime. It's always a big hit. We do it in honor of Mary Mack, Coach Mack's sister, and it's a great, great day and for a great cause, and that's always a special day, February 3rd, and then we're right into the second half of our Patriot League. So I'm excited about that. I think the girls are reinvested and felt good about what we did this morning, and I'm looking for positive results, Mike, on the court. I hope the fans of Worcester will come out and support us. Be nice to have the students back again and give us a little lift energy-wise too.
Coach, another great show. Thank you so much for joining us on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show.